Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's going on? So I just watched Devin Haney on the Last Stand podcast with Brian Custer. Really good interview. Of course, Devin Haney just arrived in Australia a few days ago in preparation for his October 15th fight with George Kambosos, the rematch. It was a contractually agreed to fight with the rematch included for George Kambosos. It was a deal that heavily favored George Kambosos. Of course, Devin Haney went over there and took, the undisputed crown in that fight. He went over there with his WBC belt and took all of George Kambosos' belts and defeated him handedly. I thought he won every round. It was just a master class boxing performance by Devin Haney, in which most people would look at that fight and say, well, there's no need for a rematch. I mean, the better guy clearly won the fight. However, like I said, it was a contractual agreement that George Kambosos would get a rematch, and so here we are. October 15th, the rematch is going to take place, and Devin Haney, yet again, has to go over there to Australia and do it again. So, they talked about that, and they also talked about potential fights for Devin Haney. We all know Devin Haney's attitude. I rave about his attitude all the time and talk about how these other fighters should carry themselves the same way Devin Haney does. Devin Haney is a true professional, a true student of the game, a true champion, a guy that takes on all comers, who want all the smoke, who don't hesitate when somebody mentions another fighter's name that's in their division, in or around their division, that could be a potential opponent. He never wavers. He always steps up to the challenge and say, hey, man, look, I want that smoke. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to fight any of these guys. You know what I'm saying? This guy takes care of himself. He respects the craft, and he works on his game, through and through. And this is the type of guy that you want as a champion. This is the type of guy that you want to see in every division as a champion, because that way these other guys, these champions, they're going to be willing to fight the best. When you got guys like Devin Haney in every division, you're going to get the best fights. You dig what I'm saying? So Brian Custer asked him about Isaac Cruz, asked him about Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, as you see in the title. That's what we're talking about in this video. And of course, Devin Haney said, man, I want all the smoke, but it all starts with October 15th. I got to handle business like a true professional. I got to handle business and take care of George Kambosos first. He said that he wants the Lomachenko fight next. We all know the backstory behind Devin Haney wanting to fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko ducking and dodging Devin Haney for years. And now that he's doing business with ESPN and Top Rank, he feels that, hey, this is a great opportunity for me to get the Lomachenko fight. It's one of the reasons why he went over to DAZN, because he saw Eddie Hearn making fights with Luke Campbell and Lomachenko, and Eddie Hearn promising Devin Haney, just like he promised these other Black American fighters that he never delivered on, like Demetrius Andrade. Still ain't got him the big fights that he want. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney go over there, fucking with Eddie Hearn and say, hey, man, look, hey, you said you can give me the Lomachenko fight. Let's do it. You dig what I'm saying? And it never happened. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn couldn't deliver. So, Devin Haney, he said, man, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and do business with ESPN. Let me see what we can make shake. They got the belts over there. Let me go take that. And they got Loma, too. Let me go take that. And they got Shakur Stevenson. I want to see him. You know what I'm saying? And they got Telefimo Lopez. What's good? You feel what I'm saying? So that's how Devin Haney moving. That's why I respect him so much. So, like I said, he said that it all starts with October 15th. I got to take care of business first. I want to get Lomachenko in the ring next at 135. And then after that, I'm looking to move up to 140. We all know that Shakur Stevenson is moving up to 135. He dropped all his belts, got him stripped because he couldn't make weight. It happens. You know what I'm saying? And Shakur Stevenson said, look, man, I just can't make 130 no more. I'm moving up to 135. Now, Devin Haney said after he has this fight on October 15th, he'll see how he feel as far as how soon he gonna move up to 140. And like I said, he said if he can't get the Lomachenko fight, then it's up with everybody. He don't believe Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia really gonna happen because they playing pity pat with each other. We don't really know what they gonna do. One day they talking about they want to fight, and then the next day, they got some other shit going on. So Devin Haney still won't smoke with Ryan Garcia. He won't smoke with Tank Davis. And then Shakur Stevenson, of course, after his last fight, he said, when I move up to 135, we got to see the champ. Well, that's Devin Haney. Ain't no other champion at 135 but Devin Haney. You feel me? So Shakur Stevenson is another one of those guys who carry himself like a true champion, who want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Which is one of the reasons why I respect Shakur Stevenson so much. So I know when he say he want to fight Devin Haney, he mean that shit. And when Devin Haney say he want to fight Shakur Stevenson, he mean that. So Devin Haney said, if I can't get Lomachenko, we willing to take on that Shakur Stevenson smoke. Now, he did mention moving up to 140. Now, you got to think about it like this. Devin Haney has been at 135 his whole career. He has achieved the highest of heights in that division. There is no higher accomplishment than Undisputed in a one particular division. He's done that at the age of 23. So he's like, hey, I'm thinking about moving up to 140. Now, I'll tell y'all what I believe. I believe that if the Lomachenko fight happens next after this George Kambosos fight, then the Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney fight will happen at 140. If Lomachenko continues to duck and don't show no interest in fighting Devin Haney after Devin Haney dispatches of George Kambosos, then I believe that the Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney fight can happen at 135 for Undisputed. And then let me also say this. Devin Haney said, from now on, every fight that I have, it got to be for a title. You know what I'm saying? And he also said, this is just a little nugget. He said that, Brian Custer asked him, where do you see yourself ending up in your career? He said, I think I'll fight as high as 154, which is dope. I see the pattern. I see what path he going. You know what I'm saying? Salute. He following the greats. That's what's up. Trying to be multi-divisional champion. You dig what I'm saying? Doing this thing. But, with him saying that, okay, every division that I fight at, every fight that I have, period, from here on out, it got to be for a title. And I agree. That's the level of competition that he want to face. That's the standard that he's holding himself to. So when he move up to 140, he going straight for a title. Now, if he go up there, he get that title. And like I said, the Lomachenko fight happens right after Kambosos and Devin Haney ends up going to 140. I think Shakur Stevenson would be willing to go up to 140 and fight Devin Haney for a title, and he'll have an opportunity to add another division to his resume as a champion. And I think that's where the fight really gonna take place. You know what I'm saying? Now look, that's an excellent fight. We all seen the legendary sparring match when Devin Haney was 16, Shakur Stevenson was 17. It was incredible. Both of these guys have grown since. Both of these guys have an abundance of pro experience now. And, I really like the maturation of Shakur, and I like the maturation of Devin Haney. These guys have been champions. These guys have fought top flight competition. And I think that fight, like both of them said, I think it'll be a high level chess match. I think that will be the sweet science on the highest of levels. I think that fight would be the sweet science boxing, hit and not get hit on the highest of levels. You know what I'm saying? On the elite of the elite levels of just pure boxing. That's what that fight gonna be. I've always said that it'll be 50-50, and I'm on record of saying that I favor Shakur in that fight. However, I gotta say, once I really like analyzed closely, once I looked a little closer at the styles, at the tendencies, at the physical dimensions, I have to say that I can't say that I favor Shakur now. I just got to keep it 50-50. And in fact, I think Devin Haney might even have an edge in that fight. I'm not picking a winner because, number one, we got to get to that point. We got to get to that fight. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just giving y'all, my perspective. I always thought about how that type of fight would go. And I look at Shakur Stevenson's superior boxing ability, not to Devin Haney, because I think both of those guys are elite boxers, but Shakur versus, compared to anybody else, most of these other boxers in and around his division, he's superior. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that he's been in a ring with, superior. You know what I'm saying? But I also look at Devin Haney's high boxing IQ and superior boxing ability. And then I look at tendencies. I look at how Shakur Stevenson, he don't really he needs you to come to him. I haven't really seen Shakur Stevenson cutoff game like that. He tried to walk down Robson Conceição, and I'm just like, the walk down game, it wasn't bad. He was doing his thing, but after a while, it got kind of stale once he couldn't really hurt the dude or once he couldn't really get him up out of there. The walk down game wasn't really like that. The cutoff game ain't really like that. Now, with Devin Haney having a longer reach, also being an elite and superior boxer, he gonna have to walk. I don't think Devin Haney gonna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna need Devin Haney to walk to him and walk him down. But why would Devin Haney do that? I think Devin Haney will keep the fight in the middle of the ring and use his feet. We know Shakur Stevenson got great defense and great subtle foot movement, but he more so flat-footed and just let you come to him, and he'll take the little half step back or lean back and be right back in position. It's beautiful. I think that Shakur Stevenson controls distance probably better than anybody in the sport of boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? However, with a guy like Devin Haney with a high ring IQ, I think he gonna see some things that he could take advantage of. He gonna make Shakur Stevenson come forward, and I like I said, his cutoff game ain't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney with the jab, it's gonna be tough. Now, if Shakur Stevenson can somehow make Devin Haney fight the fight that he want, have Devin Haney be the one coming forward, and Shakur picking him off as he come forward, trying to get shit off, then it's another story. But if Devin Haney stick to his guns and make Shakur Stevenson be the one coming forward, man, say Devin Haney got a really good chance of winning that fight. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Number one, did you see the Last Stand podcast interview with Devin Haney? What did you think about it? You know what I'm saying? And then also, what do you think about a potential fight between Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson? How you think that shit would look? You feel what I'm saying? Who would you favor in a fight of that caliber? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Contender Regime Boxing. Look, I'ma do a live on that and break that shit down a little bit more, because that type of fight, you gotta really break that shit down. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Contender Regime Boxing. I'll holler at y'all, man.